Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing great today. It's Monday, March 31st. Last day of March already. Currently it's 62 degrees. High today is going to be 70. Chance of precipitation, 53%. That'd be rain. And winds at 4 miles per hour. It's supposed to get bad sometime today. Or you know, we're supposed to get a lot of rain, heavy rain. It's a little bit, sounds a little bit not quite as bad as what they said like a day or so ago. They were calling for like really high winds, 60 to 80 mile per hour, and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's not really. I think that's pretty well calmed down as far as what they think is going to happen now. So we're if nothing else, it looks like we're going to get some rain, but at least it won't be like they said at first. Okay, you know, the other day I said I had that kitty being kitty video, but I forgot that we had Logan's show to do. So, you know, we did that, and then today will be kitty being kitty video. And she's in here, she's laying on the floor. Were you pulled the rug up? What'd you do? Scratch on the rug and pulled it up? Huh? She was laying on her back. And she must have stretched, so she's pulled the rug like back this way. I know that's what she's done. She stretched and put her claws in it, and when she got up, it pulled it back. Okay, what's for dinner? I got to thinking the other day. I was looking at my stock, as I call it, to my, you know, where I have all my extra pantry stuff. Hi, you can come up here if you want to. And I noticed I had quite like 4 jars still of spaghetti sauce, and I think 3 of them are that ragu. Don't stick your claw in me in my pants. She's trying to get my attention. She wants probably something to eat. But I noticed we had like 3 jars of that home style, whichever one it's called, from the new one from Ragu, and there's a Classico in there. And I thought, you know, I haven't made spaghetti in a good while with meat sauce, and I had both. I think we have some ground chicken or ground turkey, and I had 4, you know, pound packages of ground chuck, the Black Angus from Kroger, and she picked for the meat sauce. She wants the Black Angus. This time. Lots of times I'll use ground turkey or chicken for either like stuff like that, like either chili. 3 things that I like to use ground turkey or chicken, and that's chili, and one is meatloaf, and then spaghetti or something like that. You know, that would take use a meat sauce. You can't get up there. You can't get up there. That's silly. You're gonna fall if you try. If you hear a crash, she's trying to jump up on this, she thinks she can jump up on this shelf. She's done it before, because you've seen the little video of her like singing on the pantry, on the cupboard here. There was a big hole there, but I've got a box with some stuff from like light bulbs and stuff I got from, I guess it was TVA. So just forget it then. And I think there's like, it's to help you save money on your like heating bill and electric bill and stuff they send you. It's pretty neat. I think I showed it one time. I showed one of them. Okay, so spaghetti with meat sauce. We don't want to go out and buy anything here at the last day of the month. I'd like to have had a salad, but we got to talking. I think we got a thing of spring mix, and I know we got some like green onion left, I believe, and just different things. We got some stuff in there. I thought we'd just make us a salad, a little salad to go with it, and some garlic bread. I'm just going to use whatever bread here. I've got some, you know, loaf bread, like sandwich bread. I'm going to make some garlic bread using that, just to use some of it up, instead of getting some kind of rolls or, you know, something to use. I think I've got some in the fridge still. I've still got some of those hoagie buns, but I'd like to make something with that, like a Philly. I was talking to myself, kind of. But I think there's some more brioche buns. I'm going to check. I'd like to use those for the... I may have used them already, because I remember having some. Anyway, let's see what our jokes are like. Okay, Dad is down at the auto dealership looking at potential choices. Cargo space? He asks. The salesman, slightly confused, finally replies, "Car no do that. Cargo road." Cargo space? Car no do that. Cargo road. Okay, let's see. A community orchestra was plagued by attendance problems. Several musicians were absent at each rehearsal. As a matter of fact, every player in the orchestra had missed several rehearsals, except for the one very faithful oboe player. I guess that's how you pronounce it, O-B-O-E. Finally, as the dress rehearsal drew to a close, the conductor took a moment to thank the oboist for her faithful attendance. She, of course, humbly responded, "It's the least I could do, especially since I won't be at the performance." Okay. Why'd you bother? Thought of the day is from somebody never heard of again. Aldous Huxley. It says Complete Essays, Volume 2, 1926 to 1929. Okay. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Feels like there's something in my eye. I get eyelashes sometimes in my eye. It's awful. Y'all ever had an eyelash in your eye? Man, doesn't that hurt? Okay, I saw one. Maybe this would be... We'll see what this one's like here. I don't know if it says a category on it for trivia time. Doesn't say what. No. Okay. What was President Ronald Reagan's middle name? Okay. William, Wilson, Wallace, Wilmot. I cannot think of which one it is. For some reason, I want to say Wilson. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure I've heard it at some point in time. Ronald Wilson Reagan was born February 6, 1911 in a commercial building in Tampico, Illinois, as the younger son of Nell Clyde Wilson and Jack Reagan. Nell was committed to the Disciples of Christ, which believed in social gospel. Well, what? They're just going on about his parents, really. I don't understand that. It's about him. Okay, what style of painting was Edward Hopper known for? And I don't know if this is a picture, maybe a picture of Edward. Right there. Looks like it's from a long time ago. What style of painting? Surrealist, Cubist, Fauvist, Realist. I don't know. Okay. I've never heard of him, really. But back then... What you doing there? Oh. I am going to go with Surrealist. And that's wrong. It's Realist, not Surrealist. Realist. Edward Hopper is one of the most recognizable American realists of the 20th century. His work highlights the individualistic side of American society. What, honey? Addressing isolation, solitude, and American alienation. She wants to go outside. I can't. I'm doing this. What you doing? Why don't you come up here then? Okay, so I got that one wrong. Learned something. Which American landmark is symbolized by the design of the Cisco logo? Huh? Symbolized by the design of the Cisco logo? I don't really. Grand Canyon, Golden Gate Bridge, Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty. Design of the Cisco. I don't really know this, but I'm going with Grand Canyon. No, it's Golden Gate Bridge. Okay. Cisco's history, I don't really know what they mean by that either. Its beginnings and its future growth milestones are reflected in the company's iconic logo. Kitty, we can't. Come here. Come here. Where you at? Oh no, I think she's standing by the door over there. See, that cat might be out there too. It's possible. It's not out there every day, but sometimes it is. Kitty, no. No. Stop meowing so much. We're not doing anything. Right now we're doing this. Trying to. Anyway, let's see. Its first version was stylized red Golden Gate Bridge shaped in a way that made it look like a depiction of an analog signal segment. I don't know. I really don't know anything about that one. Who wrote the 1908 novel Anne of Green Gables? Louisa May Alcott, Virginia Woolf, Lucy Maud Montgomery, Elizabeth Bowen. The 1908 novel Anne of Green Gables. And I think we've had something related to this before, but I'm not for sure if it was, what it was about. This I just remember something about. Okay, I'm gonna go with Louisa May Alcott. I might be wrong on that. No, it's the one one of the ones I hadn't ever heard of. Lucy Maud Montgomery. Hold on a minute. No, she's wanting to go out there. I think that cat must be out there because she usually doesn't meow. I mean, not that much. She'll sit at the door and sometimes she'll hit at the chain. There's a chain hanging down if it's not locked. She'll hit at that and she'll meow. But she's meowing more than normal. I didn't see it, but I can't see straight down real good. It could be sitting on our step right there. That cat. So I put her. She's up on a shelf. Got a tall bookshelf like in Logan's room, and it's right by the window. And she's ruined the mini blinds there. Y'all probably know about that with cats. She's got it bent over so she can look out there, and if that cat's out there, she can keep herself occupied till I'm done. Because she just meowing too much. It's hard to concentrate for me. Okay, but she's fine. She's looking out the window. Okay, did I get... It was Lucy Maud Montgomery, but I can't remember if I wrote it down or not. How, the number. So, it was Lucy Maud Montgomery, so I'm just going to go on. Where in New England is the town of Old Saybrook? Saybrook. Where in New England is it? Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine. Oh, wow. It could be any, of course. I'm going with Maine. No, it's Connecticut. Connecticut. Old Saybrook is a small town situated in Middlesex County in the U.S. state of Connecticut. Okay. My allergies are starting to act up a little bit because it's been warmer. Stuff grows fast. Pollen already, I bet, as far as weeds go. Anyway, something's making me act up. I'm getting more stopped up and stuff. Which U.S. state has a town named Hot Coffee? I never heard that. Oh, man. Colorado, Ohio, Mississippi, Arizona. Hot coffee. Oh, I like these questions, though. I mean, if I miss them, I don't mind it because I'm learning something, you know. So I have no idea. I've never heard of this one. But for some reason, I want to say Arizona. Hot. Arizona's hot. No, it's Mississippi. Mississippi. Hot coffee is a locale in Covington County, Mississippi. Celebrated in local Mississippi lore, it is sometimes assigned the same zip code as nearby Collins. It doesn't say much about it, why it was called coffee. Okay, something about an inn was built in 1870. L.J. Davis built a store and hung a coffee pot over his door advertising the best hot coffee around. That's how it got to be called hot coffee. Wow, 1 right and 5 wrong. You know what? We just had this exact question is about hydrogen and what else forms water. I don't know why. Why is it on the same one? I mean, why did it do the same question? Let's see if okay, now this is something we hadn't had. What is another name for Nowruz? Nowruz. Never heard of that. Mid-Autumn Festival. Day of the Dead. Persian New Year. Fat Tuesday. Nowruz. No Ruz. No. Persian New Year. I don't know. These are getting me. I'm gonna try Fat Tuesday. It just sounds funny. No, it's Persian New Year. Okay, let's see what it says. Nowruz, or Farsi for New Day, is an ancient festival celebrating the first day of spring in the northern hemisphere. Oh, okay, then the Persian New Year. Oh, okay, it's pretty cool. 6, 7. Prehistory is the name of the period before what? Before electricity, dinosaurs, written records, human life. To me, that would be, before written records. Let's see if I get one right. Yay! That's what it is. So it's just before written records. I got 2, and we got 2 more. El Dorado is a mythical city that is rich with what? Cadillacs? Joy's mother had an El Dorado Cadillac. I think that's what it was called. Silver, gold, diamond, Cadillacs. No, copper. El Dorado is supposed to be the city of gold. That's right. So we got one more. City of gold. Let's see what it says about it. Oh. El Dorado was a mythical city said to be rich with gold, first reported in Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries. The rumored location of El Dorado is disputed by many different sources, but is commonly said to have been in South America. Nobody's ever found it, as far as I know, unless it's in movies. What constellation represents a flying horse? Orion, Cassiopeia, Pegasus, Taurus. We just watched a movie, and I think it's one we bought, used or whatever. Well, they're digital. I don't know how you could call a digital thing used. A CD you could, or whatever, DVD, I mean. But it was Clash of the Titans, I think it was. And they had the flying horse in it, which I knew before that even. But Orion, Cassiopeia, Pegasus, Taurus, it would be Pegasus. Right. Okay. And So yeah, if I got it counted right and everything, I got 4 right and 6 wrong today. That's fine. I learned some pretty cool stuff, and I liked that they were a little challenging. In other words, that I didn't even have any idea what the answer was. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Trivia Time and Morning Coffee Break too. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button right there. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you will check out Kitty Being Kitty later on today, and you'll see some of the challenges I have trying to make a video. So I'm gonna go check on her, make sure she loves sitting up where she's at right now. If she's not like with me and she's awake, she'll be laying up there, but she takes naps up there too. But she can see really good the whole backyard basically that way, and that's where a lot of the critters are half the time. So all right, everybody, you all have a great day, and God bless.